Okay, so Josh and I are starting our game. I've set up my Imperial Guardsmen over here on the side of the table. My usual formation. Setting in for a second Valkyrie, Vendetta rather, is a Storm Raving version that I have. Josh can wave high. He's waving high. Under duress, I'm sure.
Totally.
Got some bikers there, some cans. Looks to be some interesting orc stuffs. We'll see how it goes. I should have first turn unless he sees initiative. Alright, so I'm taking my long and exhausting turn. The orcs are moving forward. The Mega Knobs on foot. I've taken a chunk out of the squad there, and a chunk out of the squad there. But the Warbikes are untouched, as are a lot of the cans. So one has a claw taken off and one has a crack taken off. So, should be interesting. Not all, I've only learned one kill point so far, though. But then again, Josh is just starting his turn. To my long and boring and exhausting turn to fire.
You had a kill point?
Yeah, kill the truck. Yeah, that's my amazing kill point, folks. I kill the truck. Okay. So this is the start of Josh's
Fast leadership test that time.
Okay, so move 3 inches as a recover, and they can run in there.
Full run?
Yeah. Alright, so this is what, the start of your second turn? He had his Warboss really close to my lines, blew up his truck though, and then Sucker Battle squatted him back to the edge of the board. He rolled boxcars for the run. I felt almost bad. We got Warbikes right in our face. That's not good. Boys coming up here, but I got a few ideas about how to deal with that. One of the Vendettas is gone. The squad took a lot of casualties, 4, but remained in place, being good veterans. And those cans, unfortunately, weathered their meltaguns, and that was not cool. The bikes are definitely the next thing to go, if possible. Killed one of the cans. Those cans are untouched, but are not a threat as of yet. All in all, it's kind of cinematic. Waves of orc resistance are coming into my face, and I'm trying to blow them back. Once he touches my lines, though, I have a real problem. And I'll start taking a lot of casualties, I'm pretty sure. Probably this turn. So it should be interesting. Somehow appropriate sound track in the background, I guess. My smoked Chimera is unfortunately stunned, so I need to pile my guys out. And the heavy flamethrower is gone from that. Chimera over there is destroyed as well too. So he's encroaching in the lines. Gotta get rid of that. Gotta get rid of those. Weapon destroyed over there, and because of the eerily accurate kill of cans. And the Warboss is still encroaching with a very good run coming back. So my 2 targets this turn are that squad there and that squad there. Now let's see if I can get rid of them. So I second battle squatted the bikes. They're going back 14 inches. The cans over there just can't shoot. I did a real number on that one squad. There are 3 dudes still left though. Just can't kill orcs, man.
I need to do a leadership check for them.
Yeah, leadership check for those coming up. Let's see what the result is.
4.
Yeah, Frosty. That's good for Josh. Those guys there, whittled them down to 1, but he is able to charge next turn, so that should be interesting. Yeah. Now we actually have the assault phase for me. I'm not going to charge those guys actually, because I don't want to deal with that nonsense. And then we'll go from there. Josh actually has some attacks in the close combat phase. He's going to attack my tank, and we'll see how that goes at the end of my next turn. Beginning of my next turn, rather. Alright, so we've got another Chimera down, another Chimera down. That Chimera is still alive, but still weapon destroyed. We've got all of our heavy support units still active. We got one more fire on our rocket. So what we have here is one dude left from the troop squad. We've got the Knobs Mob and this squad here. That one is fearless, the Knobs Mob, and the other squad is not. And these guys are bearing down on us. The bike squad is still around, and that annoyance is still there. So I really have to step up the game and really pound these guys another new one. So it should be interesting. So we'll see where. So we're headed on to turn 6. I got 3 plasma rifles and a sergeant over there. I've got that needs to move. That tank's gone. The tank over here is gone, but the command squad weathered the assault okay from the explosion of the tank. That is. So they're sitting there with twin plasmas and a las cannon and gumption. And backing them up are 2 big F-off cannons. So that should hopefully work out pretty well. Pivoting over here just in case I get a good shot against these guys. So I'm kind of torn about what to do with these. That's going to go away, and I'm pretty sure it will. So I'm going to... You can't move at all anyway. It's not an issue. So what to do with that? That's the question. The only thing to do is to move it and shoot at those things. Get rid of that. All right. Because of a plasma overheat, my command squad, pictured here, bravely ran away, and therefore is no longer actually on the board. The Orks, the last surviving Orks, are here, but due to a significant kill point lead, the Imperial Guard have vanquished the Orks. Now, there's a slight problem. Josh did actually forget that he had double purchased Mega Armored Knobs, so he is actually 120 points down. So he gets put an asterisk by this win column from me. He's like, meh, whatever, bro.
I mean, I could have bought another truck and had it explode.
So, what are your feelings about trucks, Josh?
I think that orc trucks are terrible, and they're terrible, and they should hold more orcs. The fact that you can only hold 12 orcs in a single truck makes them, in my opinion, useless for mobs. You would have your mobs at max strength because you're going to take some casualties. You don't want them running because if they run, they can't rally anymore.
So, Josh, even though you're in Wapakoneta, Ohio, where apparently no one actually is a human being and plays 40K, if you were in some place that played 40K, what would your next purchase be?
Battle wagon. Battle wagon, probably. Or another...
Is that a singular battle wagon, Josh?
What?
Are you to mean plural battle wagons? More than one? Imagine the battle wagon full of Burnas. How delicious would that be?
Well, again, I only play with him because I don't play with anybody else. And we tend to play small point games. And I think that...
1850 is a regulation game.
1850 is a regulation game. Yeah, I understand that. But 2 battle wagons in an 1850 game, that's a lot of points, man.
Well, your dudes are cheaps.
I understand that. But that's a lot of points.
And with 2 death rollers, bopping out strength 10 hits, D6 strength 10 hits to tanks, because you're a drunk driver, that's pretty goddamn funny.
Okay. I'm just saying, it still seems like the way I play, the way I like my orcs, and the way I've always liked orcs is I like a horde army, and I like to spend a lot of points on boys.
Green Tide.
Yeah, I like that. I dig that. I think that I made a mistake by separating out my mech. My mech should have followed the cans over here, giving them a cover save. That was a big mistake on my part. Instead of trying to follow the boys, since the boys had a lot of cover from here over anyway. Besides that, you were shooting through your guys, giving them cover saves anyway.
Yeah.
I should have. If I would have came over there, they would have probably gotten to your line.
I really feel badly about this game because I feel it's like a frustrating experience for you because you're playing guard, my firing phases last a goddamn half an hour, if not longer, and all you're doing is just removing wound counters.
Well, orcs are there to be shot in the face. You know, I mean, that's what they're there for. They're there to soak up things.
Are you saying they're a knob delivery vehicle?
They really are. I think if I would have had more bikes, the bikes would have ripped you. If I would have had like 2 or 3 squads of bikes.
What I think you really need, to be honest, is to add not anything. Keep the ground pounding force. Go and add commandos. Add what's his face, the commando dude who gets them the back table edge, and 2 Burnas because they add the 2d6 penetration. Charging my tank lines that are offering all that fire support, delicious. I would completely redevise my strategy for deployment and rethink exactly how I did my stuff. Commandos, Storm Boys, or more bikes. You need some fast-moving elements that are distracting.
I think what screwed me was you pushing my knob squad back, and then my bikes the next turn.
Psycho Battle Squad, if I didn't have that, I would be dead.
Yeah. If that tank wouldn't have been stuck, and you would have gotten it up here, I don't know if that would have been an advantage for you.
It really wasn't. I was trying to clear my line of sight to make sure I had line of sight for my heavy bolters.
Right.
But it turns out I didn't really need it. So
no, you really didn't need it for the heavy bolters. I mean, another thing is what I don't understand is, like I said, I understand it, but it kind of sucks. I charge and assault one of your tanks. I destroy your tank, and then, oh, sorry, I'm not in combat with the guys that are in the tank. That's kind of dumb.
Well, I'm sure that once the 6th edition comes around, probably next year, they'll probably address that. Or not, because it's Games Workshop, who the fuck knows.
I mean, you guys are coming out of there. I'm not going to get into hand-to-hand combat with the guys crawling out of the tank that I just ripped to shreds.
The operant thing to do is, with a large squad like you have with boys, is to surround the entire vehicle. If it blows up, it blows up. You can't do much about that. But if they wrecks with a 5, and people are forced to deploy, like I was talking to you about the other thing, then the squad is wiped. Which is why it's essential to have those boys in there with that lower strength. So hopefully they'll glance it to death, and you'll get that wrecked effect, and then I'll be forced to be destroyed. My friend uses gargoyles for that in his Tyranid list, and it's rather effective.
But then I feel like if I don't get my boys up there fast enough, they're going to get shot to hell, and there won't be enough to surround your shit, which leads me to tanks or trucks. And trucks are terrible. So the battle wagon, is the battle wagon armor?
14, either 12 or 13 on the side, and then decent in the back.
That's decent.
It's like 10 in the back.
That's decent. And besides that, if I wanted to, I could always add a heavy armor to it.
I wouldn't recommend it.
It's not worth it.
Keep it open top. Just keep.
No. Armor plating, not make it a.
Not an art case. Yeah. Okay.
There's another thing you can do. But anyway, I think we're done recording now.
All right. Cool. Well, this is Matt Stanley, a.k.a. Vol 42nd, and that's Josh, my little brother, and we had a good time playing, and
I'm going to kick him in the balls after we're done.
Probably. And we won't record that. Later. Bye.